Welcome back, guys. So this is Rez with Power Up Rez again, going through the cars in Forza Horizon 4, going through the auto show. So part one, we started with A, went about halfway down the alphabet. A lot of extra car companies in this game than in Forza Horizon 3. Most likely because the game is honoring the smaller British car companies, much like they did with the Australian companies in Forza Horizon 3. So today we're going to pick it back up, and we're going to finish with the rest of the cars in the game, or at least the ones that you can purchase from the auto show. Of course, there's more that you can win going through the wheel spins and other Forzathons and things like that as well that you just can't purchase, at least at this point, can't purchase. And of course, there's going to be more cars coming out as the life of the game continues. All right, so sit back, relax, and let's check out some cars. Okay. Gmc Vandura G1500. 18, okay. HDT, the Commodore. Hennessy, Venom GT. That's the one with the Lotus body, okay. Holden, which I believe is a GM company, if I'm not mistaken. Got the Tirana, Sandman, which also was another barn find in Forza Horizon 3. The Murano GTS. Okay, not a lot there. Honda Civic Ridgeline. Okay, so I did do a video where I said cars to bring in to Forza Horizon. One of the ones I mentioned was the Honda Ridgeline. So surprise, surprise, there it is. That's kind of hilarious. Okay, and there was a reason why I mentioned the Ridgeline because it's kind of an ugly truck to look at, I think, especially the silhouette of it. I was mentioning it because of the Pontiac Aztek. I felt would be a perfect vehicle for this game. I doubt they brought that in here, but we'll see. So Civic Coupe S2000, Civic S2000, CRX, NSX, Civic Type R, and the RS. Hoonigan. All right, I'm gonna kind of just go through these real quick. Okay. HSV. So I mean, these are like, they're basically Fords. Hyundai, they got the Veloster in here. Awesome. I drove a Veloster. I actually enjoyed driving that. It's a nice little car. It really is. They can go. So neat. That's awesome. Infiniti, the Q60 concept. Okay. And then the Q50. And I don't know how to pronounce that. It's French. So I'm going to say Urouge. I'm guessing. International. There's a car company called International. Or was in 1970. Scout 800A. Alright, Jaguar. The F-Pace S, F-Type Project, F-Type R, XKR, XE, XFR. What is... They went away from names and just got letters they thrown together, I guess. Okay. I've never been a big Jaguar fan. James Bond edition. Alright, Aston Martin DB10, Jaguar CX-75, DBS Aston Martin, Citroen, I forget how to pronounce that. Aston Martin V8, BMW Z8, Lotus Esprit S1, AMC Hornet X hatchback or 10. I don't remember that from any James Bond movie. And then Aston Martin DBS. Aston Martin DB5. We got Jeep Wrangler Rubicon and CJ5 Renegade. Kia Stinger. I never heard of a Stinger. Interesting. Alright, I always have trouble pronouncing this. Koenigsegg. The Guerra Regera 1-to-1. And a Guerra. KTM, the X-Bow R or X-Bow R, whichever way. Alright, Lamborghini. Here we go. Centenario LP. Urus Concept. Veneno. Sesto Elemento. Gallardo LP 570. Aventador LP 700. Gallardo LP 570. Murcielago LP. The Reventon. One of my favorite cars ever. The LM002, which was also a barn find in Forza Horizon 3. The Countach LP 5000. And the Diablo. Classic. Miura P400. Lancia, we have the Delta, Stradale, Stratos, and Fulvia Coupe Rally. Land Rover, we got the Range Rover Sport. Nice vehicle. I wouldn't mind having one of those. Defender 90 and Series 3 Land Rovers. Local Motors, we have the Rally Fighter. Lola. The Penske Sunoco T70 Mark 3B, I think. Okay. Lotus, the 311. I don't know if it's Exige. I always pronounce it as Exige, but I'm not sure. The Evora, the Elan Sprint, excuse me. The 340R. The Esprit V8, the 11. Maserati, the Gran Turismo S. MC12, Tipo 61 Birdcage, ACTF, no idea how to say, 300S. Alright, Mazda. Wait, something's missing here. Well, why? Where's the Mazda 3? They got rid of the Mazda 3? Or Mazda Speed 3? Because I don't see it. We have the MX-5, aka Miata. MX-5, Miata. RX-8, RX-7, which, awesome. Another RX-7, awesome. Mazda Speed, MX-5, Miata. See, MX-5 Miata. And the Savannah RX-7, but where's my Mazda Speed 3? Aww. Alright, McLaren Senna 720 Coupe, 650S Coupe, P1, which is the one from the intro, I forget. I think it's the P1, right? I'm not sure. Spider 570 F1. I think it's this one, the P1. It might be, well, it might be this one actually, the Senna. And it makes sense if it's the Senna actually, because it's 2018. All right, next we have, oh, it's on McLaren. Here we go. Mercedes AMG. All right, the GTR, C63S GTS. A45 Unimog, which is what I just got. Tank pool, interesting. I mean, that's a full rig right there. G65, C63, SLK55. Oh wait, we're into the Mercedes-Benzes now, aren't we? Yep. From here on, the Unimog and tank pool onward has been Mercedes-Benz. Which they still say AMG, so I really don't understand the difference between Mercedes, AMG, Mercedes-Benz. I don't know, I'm just a dumb American, I guess. Alright, what else we got here? The CLK GTR, okay, yeah. Black Series, yeah. Alright. Okay. Still Mercedes-Benz, old-time racing car. Mercury Coupe. No Cougars, I guess. It would have been nice to have a Cougar. It would have been nice to have a Cougar. The Mayor's Manx, another barn find from Horizon 3. Let's see here, Metro. What is MG? Yeah. Twin cam. Okay. Mini, we have the X-Ray, all 4 racing countrymen. And the John Cooper Works. Those are 2 good choices there. Morgan, the 3-wheeler and the Aero Super Sports. Morris, Minor 1000, Minor Series 2 Traveler. I don't know. I mean, some of these smaller companies that I don't know, these must be like British companies. Because I've noticed that Horizon 3 did that. They had a lot of the Australian brands there. So probably doing the same thing. A lot of these are probably British companies. Alright, Nissan Sentra Nismo GTR Titan Warrior Concept. How much is that? 50,000. Okay, I might come back to them. The Fairlady Z 370Z GTR Black Edition. Sylvia Spec R R390 Sylvia K's Skyline Sylvia Skyline 240 SX SE Sylvia Skyline Fairlady Z. See, and that, I want to say that's actually back then called Datsun. This Fairlady Z. I want to say it was called Datsun, not Nissan, but I could be completely wrong. I do know some of the Z's were Datsun up to a point, and then they were Nissan afterwards. I just don't know what point that is. But when I see this car, I think Datsun Z. But anyways. Skyline, lots of Skylines. Okay. Oldsmobile Hearst. Opel, or Opel. The Manta 400. Alright, now Pagani. I can't pronounce that. Huayra? I don't know. And then the Zonda. Peel? What Jetsons mobile is this? Trident. It must be a 3-wheel. It looks like a 3-wheel vehicle. It's probably why it's called Trident. But interesting. Peugeot, the 206 T16. I call it Pidget sometimes, but it's I believe it's Peugeot. Plymouth Cuda, Hemi, nice. Polaris, nice. Pontiac. Even less Pontiacs than before. Wow. 2 Trans Ams instead of 3 Trans Ams, and one GTO instead of 2 GTOs. So from 5 to 3. I think I'm kind of missing, again, I did in a previous video, the Pontiac Fiero, which is, other than the Ford GT from whenever that first came out in the 2000s, the Pontiac Fiero is the only mid-engine, mass-produced vehicle, designed, made, put together, driven in America. And for them to be missing from this game, I feel, is kind of a travesty. I would love, maybe even if it's a DLC in the future, I would love to see the Fiero come in, because again, it's something that no other car company in America has really been able to do, except for Ford with the GT, with the Ford GT and the GT40, which of course are supercars. To have a mid-engine vehicle that's a US branded mid-engine vehicle, I think Forza is missing out on putting that in here. So I would love to see them bring that in there. I mentioned again also the Aztek would be a great addition, I think, also. Okay. Nope. Let's keep going. Trans Am, 87 Trans Am, 77 Trans Am from Smoking the Bandit, and then the GTO Judge. All right, Porsche. Porsche 911 GT2, Panamera Turbo, 911 GT3, the Cayman, the Macan Turbo, 918 Spider, 911 GT3, GT2, 11 Turbo, the Cayenne Turbo. A lot of 911s in this, I see. GT2s and 3s. Carrera GT, nice. That's nice. 944 Turbo. Yeah, okay. Got Carrera. The old Porsches. That's cool. Okay, Radical RXC Turbo. Oops. Okay, that happened. Alright. The Radical RXC Turbo. Let me fix this real quick. I just have to cut it out. Oops. All right, we're back. All right, Radical, the RXC Turbo. Next, we have the Ram TRX Rebel Concept. Interesting. The Reliant Supervan 3, another barn find from Horizon 3. We have Renault, the Clio or Clio, not sure which way it's pronounced. The Megane. Again, it's French. I'm not good at French. Another Clio, 5 Turbo. RJ Anderson. A Polaris Rockstar Energy Pro, blah blah blah. Saline S7, awesome car. Shelby. Still missing a certain Shelby's, but that's okay. Like a Shelby Mustang, but that's okay. Spania GTA, the Spano. Subaru, all right, WRX, all these Imprezas, huh? The BRZ, it's a nice little car. Impreza, WRX, and a Legacy. Okay. Sunbeam, Tiger. I think this too was a what you call it? Barn find. All right, Sunbeam Lotus from Talbot. The Tamo or Tamo or how it's pronounced. The Racemo. Interesting looking vehicle, I have to admit. Pterodyne, the Gurkha Lapvi. I'm not sure. I think it looks like a military vehicle though. It was one of the last vehicles I got in Horizon 3 actually. Yeah. Toyota. Alright, we got the Land Cruiser Arctic Trucks. No FJ? I like the Land Cruiser, but not the FJ Cruiser. The Hilux Arctic Truck. T100 Baja Truck. Oh, that's the thing I just raced in the previous video. Gotcha. Triumph. The TR3B. You can usually, you can tell when it's like a British company, especially an older car, when they look like Rolls Royces. Then it's a British company and it's an old car. TRV, the Sagaris. No, didn't they have a Tucson usually that comes up in these things or something like that? Ah, a bunch of Vauxhalls. Now Vauxhall only think had one car in 3, but they got several here. So I guess Vauxhall is a British company. I believe it was owned or still owned by GM. So we have the Corsa VXR, the Astra, Insignia, excuse me, the Lotus Carlton, the VX220 Turbo, and the Monaro VXR. Volkswagen, which I believe was completely missing from Forza Horizon 3. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. But I think all of Volkswagens were missing. So it's cool that they're in this one. We got the... That's a bug, right? Volkswagen Andretti Rally Cross Beetle. Okay, yeah. The Golf R. The Scirocco. I'm just gonna call that the Rabbit because it looks like the Volkswagen Rabbit to me. Golf Touareg, Corrado, Golf GTI, Baja Bug, which is a dune buggy bug, Desert Bug. Gonna call that the Scarab. It's a desert bug. Another Scirocco. All right, the Herbie Beetle, the Type 2 Deluxe, aka the well, you know, the hippie van, or the Scooby-Doo van, or you know, like in movie Cars, in the Cars. That I forget his name. He was always with the Sarge. I forget. Anyways, moving on to Volvo, the Iron Knight truck. These are awesome trucks, actually. I believe they're electric. I think they're electric trucks. I don't remember, but I always thought they looked awesome ever since they first came out. The Polestar and the 850R, which a lot of these cars are actually still on the road, and they just keep going. You can't kill them. And the Turbo Evolution Volvo. Okay. From W Motors, the Lycan Hypersport, and from Willis, the Sarge in Cars, the MB Jeep. All right. Awesome. So those are all the cars you can buy in Forza Horizon 4. Now, that took up a long time, so we're not going to be able to go into and check out the auction house at this time. But anyways, hold on, and we are about to go into the close. All right, guys. So we got to look at every single one of those cars. Well, you heard my thoughts on a lot of them. I still feel like certain car brands are oversaturated. Other ones are not represented at all. Practically only 1, 2 cars, 3 cars. And I feel like, you know, these car companies should be better, you know, represented. I mean, there's only so many Porsche 911s, GT2s, GT3s that you can have. I mean, you can have 3 GT2s, 3 GT3s, and still take out some of those 911 GTs and better represent some of these other companies. So I wish they had done that, and not just Porsche, but again, Ferrari, Lamborghini, Ford. What other company had, like BMW? Had like a bajillion cars there. All these M4s, M5s, M5, 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 M4. It's like, why? You don't need that many of the same car, different year, but same car, to represent the brand. Anyways, that's just what I feel. You may feel different. If you feel different, you think it's okay how much each car is, or each brand is represented, go ahead, put it down in the comments. Put what your favorite car is. Whether it's the one that you personally drive, you love to see it in a game, put it down in the comments. Let us know what it is. I told you about my thoughts. I felt like the Pontiac Fiero and the Pontiac Aztek deserve to be in this game, and they're not, at least at this moment. The Aztek, well, there's a rally, all-wheel drive rally edition. I think that's the version that should be in the game. And I made a prediction with the Ridgeline. The Ridgeline ended up coming in the game, so that was cool. Honda being a little better represented than they were in Horizon 3, but not nearly as much as some other companies. And of course, Forza Horizon 4, it's pretty much produced by a bunch of American companies. Turn 10, Microsoft Studios, Playground Games. It just, so I don't know, maybe they just like Fords or something. They think everybody wants to be driving in a different Focus. Then, I feel like, maybe 2 Focus, that's all you really need. 1, maybe 2 Fiestas, 3 or 4 Mustangs, sure. Only a couple of Ford GTs. Truck, you got 1 of each truck in there. The Bronco, sure, yeah, you can do the Bronco. That's fine. It's a classic Ford truck. The F-100, sure, I have no problems with that being there. I just think other car companies deserve better representation in these games. And I've mentioned before in a previous video, when I was younger, I was a bit of a Pontiac enthusiast. And I was always raving how good Pontiacs are. I know that certain engines that Pontiac had weren't that great, but there was 1 or 2 engines they had that you just couldn't kill them. And a lot of Bonnevilles and Grand Prix are still running which use those engines. So, yeah. I still wish the Fiero was in this game. I really do. I think it's a perfect car for this game, as well as the Aztek as a truck or a Jeep. It's really a van U body, but same difference. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. It did run a little long because we went through every single car. I kind of skipped through some of them. Again, there are ones that I just really wasn't familiar with, I couldn't pronounce, or it was just felt like too redundant. I was saying the same car name over and over again, so I just kind of, let's get through this real quickly. But if you like this video, please click the like button. If you want to see more videos here on about Horizon, Forza Horizon 4, click the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when my next video drops. Alright guys, this is Rez, signing out.